Hello everyone, I've got the first walkthrough on how to play as Dehaka. So I'm going to cover pretty much everything. I'm going to cover all the units here, the upgrades, and the mastery skill points. Let's start with the Primal Zergling. We've also got Ravizor, Primal Roach, Primal Igniter, Primal Guardian, Primal Hydralisk, Primal Mutalisk, Impaler, Primal Host, Creeper Host, Primal Ultralisk, Tyrannozor, and the Primal Worm. Alright, so the Ravizors, these are evolved from the Primal Zerglings, and it takes 2 Primal Zerglings to create 1 Ravizor. Same goes for Primal Igniters. 2 Primal Roaches to create 1 Primal Igniter. The Primal Guardian also comes from the Primal Roach. It takes 2 Primal Roaches to create 1 Primal Guardian. The Primal Hydralisk can mutate into the Primal Mutalisk. Or, did I say? Yeah, Primal Hydralisk takes 2 of these guys to mutate 1 Primal Mutalisk, and then it takes 2 Primal Hydralisks to mutate 1 Impaler. Okay, and then the Creeper Host, it takes 2 Primal Hosts to mutate 1 Creeper Host, and then Tyrannozor, it takes 2 Primal Ultralisks to mutate 1 Tyrannozor. Okay, that's about all the evolutions you can do, and there's only one thing I might need to double check here. I don't know 100% sure if you need 2 Hydralisks to get 1 Mutalisk. You might just only need 1 Hydralisk because there is a gas cost in order to create the Mutalisk. Same goes with the Roaches. You might only need 1 Roach to create the Guardian because there's a gas cost. I think that might be their way of balancing it out, but I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll see once we hop back into this match. Okay, upgrades. You've got Essence Gatherer, new units, Ravizor, and Primal Igniter. I'm just going to go through these really quick, and you can pause the video if you want to read through these, or just, I guess, hop in game and see it all. Okay, Ravizor, Upgrade Cache, Deep Tunnel, Primal Insight, new units, Primal Mutalisk and Primal Guardian, Primal Mutalisk and Primal Guardian Upgrade Cache, new units, Creeper Host and Primal Impaler, Primal Igniter and Primal Impaler Upgrade Cache, Evolved Pack Leaders, new unit, Tyrannozor, Survival Instinct, Elite Primal Zerg Upgrade Cache, Xerus Cunning, and Gene Mutation. Alright, now I'm going to cover the Mastery Skill Points real quick here, and it looks like we've got the Overmind online, so we're probably going to play through this walkthrough with him. Okay, so in the Mastery Skill Points, in Power Set 1, we've got Devour Buff Duration, Power Set 2, Pack Leader's Active Duration, and then Power Set 3, Dehaka's Attack Speed. Alright, so for Power Set 1, Devour Buff Duration increases the duration of passive abilities gained from Devour. So every single time that you Devour an opponent, you have a set of like 6 or 7 different passive abilities that you can get from a specific unit. There's air units, ground units, and then there's ranged ground units. Then there's also, I can't remember what the word is. Like hybrids, they're a different type of unit that gives you a different type of ability. Massive units give you a different type of ability, so on and so forth. This just extends the duration that you have that ability on Dehaka. Okay, and then Pack Leader's Active Duration increases the duration of summoned Pack Leaders, so they just stay on the field longer. And then Dehaka's Attack Speed, of course, we're going with that one because, you know, increased attack speed, it's great. And he already attacks really slow. Alright, we're just going to pause for a second here, and I'll get the Overmind in. Alright, we got the Overmind in our party now, and the units that we're going to be using, I'll adjust as we go depending on what kind of opponent we're facing, but I believe I'm going to go for Primal Roach and then evolve them into Primal Igniters, and then I'm also going to get Primal Hosts and evolve them into Creeper Hosts. Now, depending on what we're facing, I might vary a couple of these units. It might change just a little bit, but yeah, other than that, just these 2 units, basically, the Primal Igniters and the Creeper Host. That's going to be our main 2 units that we're going to want to have. Alright, we're going to hop on in on Dead of Night on Brutal difficulty. I'm playing as Dehaka, and the Overmind is playing as Stukov. And for all of you who have not seen his channel, go check out The Overmind. That's the with the 0 Overmind. He's got a great YouTube channel with a lot of StarCraft 2 content, and he's very good at StarCraft, so if you want to learn something, go check out his channel. Alright, hopping in. Just going to work on getting the economy nice and strong from the beginning. Gonna keep on pumping out these primal drones.
Listen up, commanders. We've got a serious level
And then
infestation.
something I wanted to point out real quick is you see Dehaka's den right here. Every single time that Dehaka dies, you can actually increase or speed up his respawn time, and you can sacrifice drones. So as long as you have drones nearby, actually I don't even think you need drones nearby. The closest drone anywhere on the map will just automatically come towards this den if you press the sacrifice button. And it's not here right now. Oh yep, there it is. There is the E hotkey popped up right there. So as long as you press that E hotkey, you can sacrifice your drones, and you can just keep on pressing it until he actually spawns. Every single time you sacrifice a primal drone, it cuts off 20 seconds off of his respawn time. So it's very, very strong and overpowered. Okay, we're gonna throw down an extractor. And who else thinks that Dehaka is gonna get nerfed really soon? Because I definitely do, and I think everyone else does. He is way too good, and I'm probably going to have to make more walkthrough videos later because he's going to be completely different to play later on. Because Blizzard definitely is not going to keep him this good. Another thing I noticed is that Dehaka, when you are trying to devour an enemy unit, when your teammate activates time stop, is Dehaka actually gets frozen as well. That's a glitch that they need to fix. Alright, so we're going to throw down a bunch of these primal hives, primal wardens, and then we need to soak up this bunch of these minerals quick here. I have a bunch of extra minerals because I was a little distracted talking, so we're just going to go ahead and throw down 4 of these right away. And we're going to throw down another extractor with the E hotkey, which you can just get straight from your primal hive. You don't actually have to use a drone to get it. Actually, you can't even use a drone to put down extractors. You have to use your primal hive. And then there's no expansion on this map, so we aren't going to worry about expanding. On different maps where you can expand earlier on, I'll give you more walkthroughs on those videos. It'll be a little bit different playstyle here. Alright, as soon as one of these are done, we're going to throw down our first den, Glevig's den, and that'll allow us access to summon Glevig and get more upgrades for our units. Okay, we're going to get out more drones now. Okay, and in the meantime, I'm going to get some Zerglings, and then I'll turn them into Ravizors for that ranged attack. But like I said, I'm not going to be focusing on Ravizors. I'm just using them as early defense.
Those things move fast, and they can jump up cliffs.
Okay, and I'll get Leap as well. Alright, so then when you're using Dehaka, you've got this Evolve Mutations, and then you have 8 abilities once you're at level 15 that you can get. I always get Devour first, and then I also get Elite next. Now, aside from that... Okay, I devoured that guy right there. Aside from that, later on I start to get the Primal Regeneration ability, which can heal all of your units. And I definitely find that to be very beneficial. Oh, my guys are stunned. Here, let's turn them into Ravizors. Okay, we're going to get some more Primal Drones out. Get another Extractor down.
I call upon Glevig, new leader of Yamtra's pack.
Okay, I'm going to use our Leap attack quick here. And I'm going to get these upgrades. Glial Reconstitution increases the movement speed of Primal Roaches and Primal Igniters, and then increases the Concentrated Fire, increases the Primal Igniter's damage against light armored enemies. And that's a really good ability, or a really good upgrade, because the Primal Igniters are already good against light units, which all of the Infested are light units. Well, I guess some of them aren't, like the big Ultralists, but yeah, the majority of them are light units. And so they do a lot more damage. Okay, and then something also cool I just noticed is at level 15, when you're evolving your units, they can now get a passive ability, a random chance of getting a passive ability, and you can tell which ones have the passive ability, like this guy's glowing red. And I can't actually tell off the top of my head. It's not listed right here. I think it normally lists right there. But every now and then you can see what their passive ability is. Oh yeah, so this one got increased attack speed for its passive ability when it evolved. Okay, I'm just going to leap quick here. I'm going to turn all these guys into Primal Igniters.
If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get another den. We'll get Mervar's den. And then once we get Mervar's den, we can start getting the Primal hosts and turn them into Creeper hosts. Alright, so yeah, you can just see how much extra damage these guys do here. Okay, we're gonna devour this hunterling. Okay, now we're gonna move out and try to do as much damage as we can.
Enough of the infestation before the day ends. Start with the structures I've marked.
Okay, we're gonna pump down a couple more primal drones. And we are gonna get down a bunch more of these primal roaches.
I call this.
And it's just really awesome because you start with 200 supply while you're playing as Dehaka.
We're making good progress.
Okay, and we're just going to
There's still
save
a lot of
our...
infestation to go.
Well, actually, you know what? I can help out a little bit down here. We are going to summon Glevig and one of our greater worms.
This is only temporary.
Okay, just keep on doing damage while we're at it. Okay, I've got a couple more upgrades. I'm going to get Intimidating Roar and then Primal Regeneration. And now my units will start to heal that are around me. Okay, now we're going to move down this way.
Looks like we can find additional structures here.
Okay, and I'm going to throw down a couple of these primal worms, just for the fact that there's going to be enemies coming from these two areas, and I've got some extra minerals right now and extra drones, so I'm just going to spend the resources on those guys. Oh, we'll take out these hybrids quick. Oh, I should have devoured that hybrid, would have got some bonuses. If you really want to be smart about your using the devour ability, try to devour units when they have really low hit points. That way you're just really focusing on only devouring units, or you can devour more units, I guess. So if you devour a unit with high hit points, then it's going to really take a lot longer before the cooldown's ready again for you to use the devour ability. But if you devour a bunch of enemies with low hit points, then you can just use it over and over again and get a ton of different passive abilities. So it's a lot better to use it, use the devour ability on low HP units, or units that are very weak
Time is running out.
from doing damage to them. Okay. Alright, so we are gathering a lot of essence right now, and we're leveling up Dehaka. Gotta get some more abilities here, but we should just keep on clearing stuff out. Actually, yeah, it's night 2, so we're gonna head back early. I don't want to let our base get too vulnerable. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make some creeper hosts now, and I need to get some upgrades here. First one, aerial burst stacks. That's the only one you get for creeper hosts. Allows the creeper host creepers to target air units and increase their movement speed. So there may be a couple air units. I don't foresee there being too many aside from overseers. Those overseers are probably going to be the biggest problem that we'd face, but other than that, we should be good to go.
Now this one I am proud of.
Alright, we're going to upgrade our healing to level 3. So our units will just keep on healing here. I'm going to get these guys. Oh, they're already in a hockey. Okay, I'm going to get out a bunch more primal hosts. And actually, I do need to spend just some minerals here, so I will get some more zerglings and turn them into ravazors. Generally, I don't want to do that, because I just want to spend the resources on our primal hosts and creeper hosts, or yeah, primal hosts and our roaches. But because we have just minerals left over, we will make zerglings. Okay, I'm going to send some of these guys over here, turn them into creeper hosts quick.
You should probably deal with them soon.
Oh, and these guys have a special ability as well. You can use this bile stream. So they have a passive attack, which they'll automatically use and attack enemy units. Or you can focus on them and use this bile stream ability, which deals 50 damage per second to the target unit for 5 seconds, which is very good as well. Okay, we'll take out some of these guys here. Okay, we're going to send these guys over here. We're going to move back. And since we are using the Ravazors, like I said, our playstyle might evolve a little bit. We're going to get some more drones here too. Since we are using the Ravazor, we're going to get a couple upgrades for them. The Dissolving Acid Ravazors deal +5 damage to armored targets, and then we're also getting Enlarged Parotid Gland, increases the attack range of Ravazors by 1. Okay, I'm going to use... Oh, 1 second here. We use Intimidating Roar and stun our enemies a little bit. or slow him down at least. I'm gonna devour that spotter. Now we'll have a ranged
Don't give
attack.
up, commanders. This nightmare is about to end.
Okay, we're gonna get chitinous plating. Allow Dehaka to attack air units. Keen senses so we can detect cloaked units, and we'll get scorching breath. And devour level 2. Okay, we're gonna move back a bit here.
Don't get too bold out there.
Okay, we're gonna get some more of these
This planet
hosts.
will be lost.
Okay, we have a lot of extra minerals,
Sunrise.
so instead of
That's our cue.
spending it
We won't
on
have enough
those
time later if we
zerglings,
destroy too few structures
I need to
today.
get these guys back on the
Got
gas.
another sector
I'm gonna
with
create a bunch
structures on my
more of
scanners.
these defensive structures, the primal worms. Oh, and I believe these guys can deep tunnel anywhere on the map, so we can actually bring them with us.
We're halfway there, commanders. Keep it
So
up.
maybe that is what I should be making more of, is those guys. Wonder how often they can use it. Cooldown 60 seconds. Okay, it's time for us to move out. Okay, oh, and I forgot to get upgrades. Here, I'm going to throw down another primal hive just so we can get upgrades a little bit faster. We have extra minerals, so I can do that. Okay, and we're going to move out with these primal hosts too.
We're not done yet, commanders. Here's some more structures
Okay,
to burn out.
we're going to call down summon Mervar and summon Glevig. And then we're going to summon some of these primal worms to help out. Okay, then we're going to deep tunnel all these guys here. Right into their base. Oh, look at that! You can deep tunnel right under them. That's awesome. So we just called all of our defenses straight into this. Now it's getting nuts. Okay, we're going to use our intimidating roar. We're going to devour that hybrid. Use our leap attack. And we are going to summon Dehaka now. We're going to win this before the day's over. Day 3's over here.
I've got another sector with structures on my scanners.
Okay, and I'm going to summon a bunch, or spawn a bunch more primal roaches. We'll call them straight in here. And you can just really see how absolutely powerful Dehaka is, especially with this strategy. Creeper hosts and igniters, and then we threw in Ravazors and then a bunch of our primal worms. Just use the deep tunnel ability. Oh man, it's so good. And I didn't even get any upgrades. You see how fast we beat this and I didn't get any upgrades? Of course the Overmind's really good, but I mean, it's just such a strong strategy.
Commanders, and we have you to thank.
Okay, head back to the score screen here. Just check out some endgame stats. Okay, let's see here. Units and structures killed. Oh, look at that. The Overmind did so much work. Yeah, we didn't do squat compared to him. Stukov is good. Stukov is rather good. Alright, well there you have it. There's one strategy for Dehaka. I'm guessing there's probably like 1,000 because there's so many units and so many different types of upgrades. And then, of course, the master skill points just extend his abilities even further. But yeah, that's all I have for all of you in this video. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Leave a like if you liked the video. And I will see you all in the next one.